Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 100 Cities by Letter for the letter V. We are continuing towards the end of the alphabet, just a few letters left after this. Once again, this is sure to be a very difficult quiz since it's out of the original playlist and the end of the alphabet is just very tough in general. But excited to give it a try as always. If you guys are enjoying the series and you want me to continue all the way to the end, then go ahead and like, subscribe, and leave a comment letting me know that you're still having fun with these videos. In the last one, I got 50% or 51 on you, so I guess my goal can be to get 50% again, although I don't really know how hard this is going to be in comparison to the last one. I don't know why it's highlighting the second one on the first one. I'm going to make this untimed. The largest city in the Hampton Roads metropolitan area and home to the longest pleasure beach in the world. Virginia Beach. Historical capital of the Second Bulgarian Empire and namesake of an ice Piedmont in the South Shetland Islands. Okay, Vratsa maybe? Nope. Vidin? Nope. Okay. If we're in Bulgaria, Varna. No, wow, okay. Really? What else in Bulgaria starts with a V? Veliko Tarnovo. There we go. Fourth largest city in Belarus and host of the Slavic Bazaar Music Festival. Probably Vitebsk. Capital of Presidente Ayes Department and sister city with Fremont, Ohio. Oh no. Ah, man, I'm not gonna know the name of this. I should know. It's Paraguay, but is it like victory? I don't know. I feel like it has some name like that, but I I don't think I'm ever gonna get this. Notable borough of Mexico City and home to Mexico City International Airport. Should probably know this, but I've never been to Mexico City. Is it like Villamontes or something? I think that's in Lima. Nah, not gonna get it. Second largest city in Guatemala department, located on Lake Amatitlan's north shore. So we're near the capital, so it's probably Villanueva. Okay. The National Congress of Chile is set in this important Chilean port city, Valparaiso. This town in Valais Canton is home to the largest ski area located entirely within Switzerland. Is this Visp? It's not, dang it. Crans Montana is also in Valais. What's the capital, the big city there? What's it called? My gosh. Oh, Sion, I think. So, no, I guess I don't know it. Coal mining city in the Komi Republic holding the record for the coldest temperature recorded by a European city, minus 61 Fahrenheit. Probably Vorkuta, and honestly, it's kind of ridiculous that's considered Europe because it's so far east. Municipality in Şanlıurfa province, important for Turkey's cotton industry. That is hard. And I am not going to pull it. Third largest city in Bulgaria and houses the world's oldest processed gold. This should be Varna. Fifth largest city in the San Joaquin Valley and closest major city to Mount Whitney. Wow, okay. Visalia? Okay, yeah, that's not that easy. Fourth largest city in Chile and is a twin city with Valparaiso. Should be Viña del Mar. Goan state city named after a famous Portuguese explorer, Vasco da Gama. Second largest city in Mauritius, home to one of its oldest Hindu temples. This I am not going to know. Yeah, I can't name anything that's not Port Louis or Beaubassin Rose Hill. So on we go. Notable city in the Toronto metropolitan area and home to Canada's Wonderland Amusement Park. Vaughan? Good. Seat of a same named county in northeastern Romania and historically important for the Moldavia region. Probably Vaslui. Capital of the Labuan Federal Territory named after a British monarch. This, I think, is just called Victoria. City near Montana, home to Ledenica Cave and Vrachanska Skaklia, highest waterfall in the Balkans. So not the American Montana. Is this one Vratsa? Okay. Capital of a same-named Portuguese district, home to the Grau Vasco Museum. Districts of Portugal, Viseu. Okay. Largest city in British Columbia, hosted the 2010 Winter Olympics. That is, of course, Vancouver. Capital of Espírito Santo state with Brazil's largest port complex should be Vitoria. Capital of Tabasco state and home to the La Venta archaeological site. This is Villahermosa. This is definitely turning out to be easier than you. Second largest city in Andhra Pradesh, located on the Krishna River. Is it Visakhapatnam? I think that's number 1. It's not Tirunelveli, I think is also in Andhra Pradesh. Ooh, boy. I mean, it can't be that hard. It's second largest. This is a bad one, but I'm just not good at Indian cities, so I think I may have to skip this, unfortunately. Yeah. 7th largest city in North Macedonia, located on the Vardar River. If it's a V, Veles, okay. City in Rio de Janeiro, state named for its layout around the Paraíba do Sul River. Named for its layout? What does that mean? Is it Volta Redonda? Nice. Capital of Vestmanland County and located on the shores of Lake Mälaren. Is this Västerås? Okay. City in northern Tamil Nadu and the site of the first instance of a large-scale and violent mutiny by the Indian sepoys against the East India Company in 1806. This is like Vellore. Nice. City in Central Department that was the only Paraguayan colony inhabited by Swedish people. Again, I am really quite bad with Paraguayan cities, so I don't think that's happening. City in Meuse Department and site of the longest battle in modern history during World War I. This is Verdun. Largest municipality in the Porto Alegre metropolitan region and located near Itapuã State Park. I would have guessed Porto Alegre was the largest one in there, but maybe not. Should maybe know this. Where's Volta Redonda? I didn't get that already, did I? Oh, I did. I did that. I was like, why is that in my brain? It's because I just typed it in. Rapidly growing coastal town in Inhambane province and gateway to the Bazaruto archipelago. We are in Mozambique, and there is no way I'm going to get a city in Mozambique that's not one of the big ones. Forms a metropolitan area with Padova and Treviso and home to the Grand Canal. Venice. City in Pontevedra province, where the 1702 Battle of Rande occurred. Vigo. Famous suburb of Athens, named after Lord Byron. What? Named after Lord Byron? Vironios. Should I know this? I don't know this. This town is home to the largest ski mountain in Colorado and located in the White River National Forest. Should be Vale. Capital of the same named northwestern Russian oblast and the former center of Ivan the Terrible's personal domain. I don't know that word. Veliki Novgorod? Nope. I guess same name is not quite the same as just Novgorod, so something else. Vologda? Okay. Coastal municipality, part of the Greater Vitoria metropolitan area and home of the Peña Convent. This is Villa Velia. Good. City in Veneto, home to the Palladian Villas, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Probably Vicenza. Capital of Primorsky Krai and eastern terminus of the Trans-Siberian Railway is Vladivostok. 12th largest city in South Dakota and home to the University of South Dakota. To be fair, I should probably know it because of the university, but I don't. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. This city in Gujarat is famous for its abundance of banyan trees. Okay. I can name a few cities in Gujarat. I cannot think of one that starts with a V. Oh, Vadodara. Okay. Second largest city in the Carinthian state of Carinthia, located in the Gailtal Alps. Should be Villach in Austria. City in Rostov Oblast on the shores of the Tsimlyansk Reservoir. Volgodonsk. Good. This African world capital is home to famous botanical gardens, Eden Island, and Arulmigu Navasakti Vinayagar Hindu temple, probably Victoria, Seychelles. City in Volgograd Oblast, important industrially, and is twinned with 2 Cleveland suburbs. Well, I assume it's not Volgograd. Is it Volsky? Nice. Patushai and Phat That Luang are famous sites in this world capital on the Mekong. Vientiane. Largest town in the Taita Taveta County with historical importance for the Ugandan Railway. Even though we're nowhere close to Uganda. Ouch. Yeah, this is like southeastern Kenya. Hmm. We'll probably have heard of it, but I don't know. Vietnam abolished 2 V cities with a population of over 150,000 in 2025. Name either one. Wow, this is interesting, actually. I should know this. They abolished a bunch of cities. I mean, it's really just going to be the ones that were namesakes of provinces, but the question is, can I remember? Is Bavung Tao? Nope. Okay. This is so gettable, but it's been so long since I studied Vietnam that my memory... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm in the wrong one. Yes, let's go. Vin. Okay, Vin is probably easier, but... Nice. City in Gauteng province named after Hendrik van der Bijl. Is this Van der Bijl's Park? Wait, is that not what it's called? Van der Bijl. Definitely spelled that right. Or is it just Van der Bijl Park? That's what it's called. Okay, 38 out of 100. Heading to part 2. City in Trujillo State, in gateway to Venezuela's Andean region. Not good at Venezuela, unfortunately. That's not going to happen. Shan is the largest municipality in this small European country, not this capital city. Terribly worded clue, but whatever. Vaduz is the capital of Liechtenstein. City in Negros Occidental province, home to the Angry Christ Church. What the heck? Bacolod, I think, is in Western Negros, but it's obviously not that. I'm not very good at Philippines. Can't think of it. Capital of the same named oblast in southwestern Russia and hub of the central Black Earth region. Voronezh. Okay. This coastal city in Gujarat is also known as Somnath and is an important Hindu pilgrimage site. I already said Vadodara. I don't think I can name another one. The composers Mozart, Schoenberg, and Schubert all called this largest city on the Danube home. So, of course, Vienna, third largest city in Bahia state and birthplace of acclaimed filmmaker Glauber Rocha. Okay, so it's not Feira de Santana. I think that's number 2. Third would be... Is it one of the southern ones? Oh my gosh. Dude. Why am I blanking? I can't think of it. This is bad. Third largest is not that hard. Capital of the same named most northwestern Bulgarian province near the famous town of Belogradchik. That is Vidin. Southernmost village in Iceland and home to a famous black sand beach. I think it's just called Vik. Good. Oh, I guess it has a longer name. Third largest city in Venezuela or Spain would be Valencia. Major suburb of Helsinki that is currently Finland's most unsafe city. Vantaa. Capital of the same name named Ukrainian Oblast and largest city in the Podolia historical region. Like Podilsky, so I guess we're like southwest. Venezia. It's kind of southwest. If you know the largest city in the Italian-speaking region of Switzerland, southern Switzerland, you'll easily get this Buenos Aires neighborhood, Villa Lugano. Is that not the largest city in Ticino? It's surely it is. But it has to start with a V? Or does it? Is it Locarno? Bellinzona? Lugano is definitely the largest city in Ticino. So what are we doing here? Villa Lugano? Like what? Lugano? I am so confused. I do not understand what's going on here. This city on the Ganges River in Uttar Pradesh is important for Hindus and is one of the world's oldest continually inhabited cities. Should be Varanasi. Suburb of LA and the largest neighborhood in the San Fernando Valley. Is it like Van Nuys? That's not even a suburb. That's like it's a neighborhood, as it says, right? Like, that's not even distinct from LA. That's literally part of LA, as far as I know. It's kind of a silly one. Capital of North Ossetia, Alanya, and on the Terek River, home to the famous Mukhtarov Mosque, should be Vladikavkaz. Frédéric Chopin and Georges Sand famously lived on this small town on Majorca. What? That's crazy. There's no way I'm getting this right. No, there's not. This city in Minas Gerais is equidistant from Brazil's three largest cities, Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and Belo Horizonte, and has an interesting history with UFOs. Starts with a V. I guess we're in like southern Minas Gerais, but I can't name it. This city in Karnataka was important historically to the Adil Shahi dynasty, Sultanate of Bijapur. I do not know. Yeah, I don't know. Capital of the same named Russian oblast near Moscow, home to the white monuments of Blank and Suzdal. Vladimir, probably. City in Mississippi. Mississippi State is such a strange way of phrasing it. And was on the last major Confederate stronghold on the Mississippi River. Should be Vicksburg. Major port city in Mexico and hub for son jarocho music. Okay, well, I don't know where we are. Veracruz? Okay. Important Alaskan port city notable for the 1964 earthquake and Exxon blank oil tanker spill. So, Valdez, which absolutely ridiculous way to pronounce that word, but apparently that is actually how it's said. City in Limburg province, which Gertrude, I don't, dude, freaking like Dutch, I don't even know, man. Which Gertrude Bolwater allegedly defended during a siege by Emperor Maximilian I. Would be Limburg. Venlo, nice. Third largest city in Armenia and capital of Lori province. Oh God. Oh, this is so bad. I only know the first two. Oh, this is so bad. Lori province is in the north, but I don't know it. Fourth largest city in Washington and part of the Portland metropolitan area should be Vancouver. Bilingual capital of Ostrobothnia, formerly known as Nikolaistad, should be Vasa. Third largest municipality in Portugal and major suburb of Porto is Vila Nova de Gaia. Finally remember that. Third largest city in Albania and capital of the same named county should be Vlore. Europe's southernmost capital city and recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site should be Valletta, Malta. Largest city and capital of and on a same named Turkish province and lake, respectively. So Van, Lake Van. Capital of Meta department, known as the gateway to the Llanos. This is Villavicencio, Colombia. Capital of Kronoberg County and home to Linnaeus University. Yeah. I should know. But Kronoberg, I mean, we're pretty far south here. What is here? Ugh. Ouch. Can't think of it right now. Man, I'm blanking. I don't know. Largest city in Andhra Pradesh. This is Visakhapatnam. Capital of British Columbia, located on Vancouver Island. That's Victoria. Is that like the third Victoria of the day? Capital of Novgorod Oblast and one of Russia's oldest city. This is Veliki Novgorod. Suburb of Philadelphia, home to a same-named university that won the 2016 and 2018 NCAA men's basketball championships. Villanova. Second largest city in the North Bay region of the Bay Area, and named the most diverse small town in America. I believe Vallejo. Nice city in Gauteng province and important for South Africa's manufacturing industry. Is it like Vryburg or something? I think that's a thing somewhere, but I don't know. Not going to be able to name that much in Gauteng other than the giant cities. I already got Vanderbijl Park. I don't know. California city that forms an urban area with Hesperia and Apple Valley. Hesperia, is this like Victorville? Good. Popularly known as Pucela, this city is the de facto capital of Castilla y León Autonomous Community. Valladolid. Okay, had never heard of that nickname. Commune in Yvelines Department, home to a world-famous palace. That's Versailles. Capital of Los Rios region and hit by the 1960 Great Chilean earthquake. Valdivia. Largest city in Veneto and setting of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet should be Verona. Largest Baltic city and home to a UNESCO-inscribed old town. Vilnius. This commune in Drôme department is known as France's gateway to the south. Drôme would be Valence. Good. The largest and bloodiest battle of World War II took place in this city, then known as Stalingrad. This is Volgograd. Capital of Cesar department, lying in a valley between the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta and Serranía del Perijá mountain ranges. Valledupar, very good. St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel are located in this city. That's the Vatican, if we're counting it as a city. And finally, a city on the Jutland Peninsula, Denmark's 9th largest city is Viborg. No, it's not. Okay. I thought that was right. Well, this is interesting. It's not Viborg. Really? Eh. All right. What am I forgetting here, then? What? Am I being dumb? It's just going to be another obvious one that I forget about. But, I really thought Viborg was just going to be right, so this is, kind of unfortunate. I honestly, I can't think of it, but I mean, this is better than 75%. Again, I will take this. I'm sure there will be some that I should have had, but this isn't that bad. So I will give up Valera, Venezuela, not getting it. Victorias, probably not getting that. Oh, it's just called Villa Ayas. Are you kidding me? Okay. Veraval, or shouldn't have pronounced that like Spanish, but yeah, not getting that either. Venustiano Carranza, heard of it, but never pulling that. Vitoria da Conquista, that's gettable, but honestly harder than I thought it was going to be. Verbier. Oh, that's what Verbier is. I've definitely heard of that. I should have been able to get that. Viran Shehir, not getting that. Villaluga. Are you serious? Okay, that's a bad clue. Like you cannot just put a blank there and like really? Like to me it's like I am supposed to be filling in the blank, right? You can't just give me half the answer and expect me to actually type it and just put a blank. You know what I mean? Like that's I should have figured it out, but that's also bad cluing. Like that just it doesn't really make sense to phrase it like that because it's like to me it's like I'm supposed to fill in the blank. So I don't love that. Vacoas Phoenix, Mauritius, not getting that. Valdemosa, that's super hard. Varginha, also very hard. Vijayapura, I have heard of, should be getting that. Vijayawada, that's not even remotely difficult. I think that's a really bad miss. But again, India is a major weakness, always has been. Vanadzor is also a really bad miss. That's not hard, but Armenia is well, not exactly a strength either. Villa Elisa, that's hard. Oh, that city, like Fekle or however the heck you're supposed to pronounce it. It's the most like abhorrent pronunciation of like any Swedish town. It's like the X is just like I don't even know. Viamão, not getting that. Vilanculo, that is also super hard. Vironas, I mean, yeah, Byron. I think I guessed like Vironos or something, so that's annoying. But yeah, oh, Vereniging, yeah, that's also very much a thing. Again, definitely some bad misses in here. Vermilion, not getting that. Also, why is it spelled with two L's? Like, that's not how you spell the word vermilion. Is that the quizmaker's fault or is that South Dakota's fault? I don't know. And then Vela. Yeah, I knew it. It's like, of course I'm forgetting another obvious Danish city. I knew that was going to happen. And then Voi is the Kenyan one. That is quite difficult, I think. Okay, let's see what the worst misses were. 3% on Venai. So that is the LA neighborhood. And yeah, that makes sense I'm the only one who got that because that definitely is not easy. And most of the time I won't get LA stuff. And Vijayawada, as predicted, was the easiest one that I missed. That's a rough one on my part. Several 3%ers, and this time there were a lot of 0%ers. Again, Vironas is probably fraudable, but the rest of these are just super hard. So yeah, can't feel too bad about it. Happy to get above 75%. That does it for the letter V. If you are still here, thank you for watching. I appreciate you very much, and I will see you again soon, hopefully, for the letter W. Only 4 letters left to go, so stay tuned. See you later.